Hi, my name is Leah and I'm with my friend Bob, and you might be wondering why we're wearing these outfits. Well, today Bob is going to take us on a tour of the honeybees.
Okay, so before we go into the beehives area, we put on bee suits so that we don't get stung, and gloves to make sure our hands don't get stung, and eventually we will put on a veil also to make sure we don't get stung. But before we do that, we need to get the smoker ready.
What does the smoker do, Bob?
The smoker will calm the bees down, and bees will go into the hive and they'll just not fly around quite as much.
That's probably good.
A little bit of burlap, a little bit of paper, a little bit of dried leaves, and some fire, and we'll have some smoke.
They don't let. Why does it do? Why do they fly out when the smoke comes? Do they not
They
like
don't
it?
fly out. They go back into the hive.
Oh.
No, I try to smoke the bees as little as possible, but I talk to other beekeepers, and a lot of them won't even go near a hive without smoking it first.
All right. It looks like you're getting it smoking. So you put leaves in there and burlap?
Yep, burlap is a material that'll smoke. It doesn't burn real good, but it'll smoke.
Got it.
And then it's got the bellows on the end to pump air in there.
That pumps air into there?
Yep,
Yeah.
and it
makes
blows the smoke out.
Okay. Oh, it's coming up the top. How long do we smoke it for?
Well, not very long. I don't use more smoke than I need to. And if the smoker stops smoking, then we'll just keep going.
Okay.
This is the tool we use to open the hives. It's a hive tool. And we'll use this to pry the boxes apart and to pull the frames out of the hives.
That'll be exciting.
So now we want to put our hood on.
All right. I'm putting my hood on.
And you want to make sure it's zipped good and tight.
Wait, don't zip up my hair.
Because it is no fun having a bee inside. I have had bees inside.
No, I don't want to be inside.
It is no fun.
How do I look? Do I look safe?
You look gorgeous. You look stylish.
Right? I might start wearing these during the winter when the kids are sick at the gun. You think that would help?
And it doesn't keep germs out, it keeps the bees out.
Okay.
So I keep it locked just so that people don't go in there, and
Right. We don't want someone investigating
we don't want somebody doing something stupid.
who doesn't know what they're doing. There we go. Here we go.
So what we're going to do, back,
Oh, wow.
smoke in there.
Why do you have pencils there?
Pencils are there. They're normally on this next level here to provide space when we put a feeder bucket on it. And we feed the bees sugar water in the spring and sometimes in the fall.
Oh, that's the only time you feed the bees is in the spring and maybe in the fall?
Yep. The rest of the time.
And it's just sugar and water?
Yep.
Wow.
The rest of the time they find their own.
Look at that honey. You think they're out eating the gonflowers? Or
It could be.
wow. This
So,
is very cool.
There's bees climbing around in here. I'm not sure we're going to have any. This top box may not have anything in it. Okay, these are some frames that they haven't built any honeycomb on yet.
So why are they there? Why are they?
So they have some place to build.
So they'll build new ones all the time?
Yep. This frame here is an older frame, so I'm wondering if it has any honey in it.
Oh, wow.
It's got bees on it, but I don't see any honey. So we're going to take this frame, this box off. Now the bees
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
glue everything together with something they make called propolis.
Which is what is on your gloves?
Yep. Now feel the weight of that. It's
Wow.
pretty light. It's not.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just the
frame?
frame. There's not much for honey or anything else. This box here is a deeper box. It's one that they store honey in for getting through the winter, and it's one they size that they would is provided for them to have their babies in. This frame's here out.
They don't seem to mind us looking.
Not so far.
It could change. Wow. Look at that.
Okay.
How many
See-
bees do you think we have?
You see how that reflects in there?
Yep. That's the honey.
That reflection in there, that's all honey. Wherever you can see light reflecting off.
Do you harvest the honey?
We will harvest the honey sometime right around state fair time.
Wow.
We
How
need-
much do you think you'll get?
I don't know. Last year out of mine at home, I got 30 half-pint jars. I'm hoping we can do a little bit better here this year.
How many bees do you think are in here?
Probably 20 to 30,000 in each hive.
20 to 30. In this whole thing?
In this one and in that one.
Okay. All right. So they literally use that to glue it? What did you say that was called?
Propolis.
Propolis? Smart. So what do they do then? Do they need the honey for eating?
They do need some of the honey for eating.
Mm-hmm.
When we take honey out of here for harvesting for us, we need to make sure we leave some honey for them to get through the winter. And they need probably about 75 pounds of honey to get through the winter.
75 pounds of honey?
Which is about this box full.
This box or the
Yep,
whole
no,
thing? This box?
One of these boxes.
Wow. What do they do during the winter?
Their goal is, their numbers go way down,
Mm-hmm.
and then their goal is to keep the queen warm.
Oh, do we ever see the queen? Oh, wow, look at this.
So, yeah.
Do you ever see the queen, or is she protected and hidden?
No, you can find the queen. I can't. It's like playing Where's Waldo and you've got 800 pages in one Waldo.
Right.
So this is a frame. This is a box that we'll be able to harvest honey off of.
This one?
Yep. Let's see if I can get a couple of frames out.
So that one you'll probably save for the bees, and this one you'll probably harvest?
Yep.
How long have you been working with bees, Bob?
This is my 3rd year, so I've got a whole lot of learning yet to do.
What made you interested in doing it?
I have apple trees at home,
Mm-hmm.
and I've never had apples. And when we have had apples, when I did some research online, the explanation that I found was that they weren't getting properly pollinated.
Oh.
So I figured if I brought pollinators into my yard, we would get properly pollinated apples, and it has helped. Last year we had the best pepper crop we've ever had.
Can anybody get honeybees in their home, or what do you have to do to make that happen?
I live in St. Paul, and to do it in St. Paul, I had to get a petition signed by all of my neighbors and anybody that lived within 150 feet of my house. And then I also had to build a enclosure similar to this one for the bees to be in my backyard. But I got grandkids that run around in my backyard, and the bees don't bother them at all. They don't bother the bees at all.
Kind of a mutual respect kind of thing. Wow.
That weight is honey.
That's honey?
That's honey.
That's really cool.
And you can see the reflection of the honey around the bees, I hope.
Little apples and honey for Rosh Hashanah? Is that what's going to happen?
That is my plan. Adath honey for breaking the fast.
They don't seem too upset. They're not really flying around that much. And you didn't really smoke them very much, did you?
No. So we want to keep going down in the boxes. I'd like to get down to where we can see the baby bees.
Oh, the baby bees are lower?
Baby bees are going to be in the bottom 2 or 3 boxes.
And are there baby bees being hatched, is that the right word, all year long? Or is it just kind of a certain time of the year?
They ramp up bees for like the June, July area when all the flowers are out and they're harvesting, they're bringing in pollen and nectar and stuff. And then over the winter they have fewer bees, and then when they sense spring is coming, then the queen starts laying eggs again to get more worker bees again.
Do you need to move these things around
Typically,
or is it just...
if you take one out or move it, the best thing to do is make sure you put it back in the same spot.
Okay. So there's no real reason to do it other than we're just seeing what's happening?
To do an inspection, you have to move the frames, yeah.
What are you inspecting for?
I'm looking to see how much honey is in here. I'm looking to see if they've capped any of it. Right now, everything we've seen has been open. When they've got it all the moisture out of the honey, the bees will cap it.
Whoa.
And once it's capped, it's more ready for harvesting. Here we go.
Okay, you can go down.
So there's honey there. Yep. You can see the reflection, light reflection off there. That's honey.
Here, what should we pull it out?
Yeah. Now the bees make these frames have a backer on them, and the bees make all the comb that's on the back.
Wow. Okay, so it's literally just a frame.
So, okay, there you can see they're capping off the honey.
Right there?
Yep.
And that means the honey's done?
Yep. We could pull, if we had a spoon, we could scrape off that cap, and we could pull some honey out of there and go
Wow, there's some more capped here.
Yep.
What kind of honey is this? You know when you go to the honey store, they have
Okay, you
different
see
kinds?
this up in this corner here, that's capped honey. Those brown spots down at the bottom, that's baby bees waiting to be born.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
And then...
How long do they, before they're born?
I should know that. I think a queen takes 18 days. A drone, I think, takes 25 days, 22 days, something like that. And then a worker bee takes...
Is there only one queen, though, in the whole box?
There's only one queen. The worker bees are the only bees that do anything. They're all female. The drones are the males. And their primary goal in life is to mate with the queen. There's a real nice...
Look at all those babies.
And if you look down in those open holes and you see white in there, in the middle of in this area here, the white down in the bottom in there, those are bee larvae. So that's baby bees that haven't been sealed over yet. So if you look inside there,
yeah,
like Like right there, you see the white?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The white, that's bee larvae. That's baby bees. But if you look up in this corner here, Lee, you can see where the larvae is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. That's just kind of cool. So everything looks really, really good.
Looks healthy.
We got a queen that's laying eggs. Otherwise, we wouldn't have larvae like that. Pull up one more frame.
Is there a queen every season, or how long do queen bees live?
Queens used to last like 5 to 7 years.
Oh, really?
Now what they're finding is they don't seem to be lasting as long anymore. I just want to pull this one out because this one has some drone eggs on it, and I'll show you how you can tell the difference. You see the bigger ones on the bottom? Those are drone eggs. So that's drones will be born out of those. And then a nice consistent line of eggs like that is a good thing to see.
When's the last time you checked?
A week ago. I look at them about once a week.
Is that why they're starting to fly around? Okay, I'm surprisingly not afraid at all, honestly. It's too interesting to be afraid. Down. Yeah.
We put the boxes back on.
Have you been stung?
I have been stung several times.
And how? Were you wearing your bee suit?
Sometimes I was wearing my bee suit, sometimes I wasn't. I had a bee inside the bee suit.
Wait.
Trying to get these boxes back on without squishing bees is a challenge.
Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Compared to the first one I left in, this is heavy.
One of the things you have to be careful of when you put the boxes back on is that you don't squish bees.
How much did this weigh, Bob?
That was probably about 40 pounds, 20 pounds.
So preschooler.
I could have my wife tell you. More than a kid, less than a kid.
Okay, so that's how they go in.
This is a frame that's new, that doesn't have any buildup on it. Bees have not built anything on that. A lot of times they'll spray like sugar water or something like that on them to try getting the bee interested in building on it. This is what a frame looks like after the bee has built the comb on it.
So you said that you have other friends that are beekeepers?
Yep.
Is there like some kind of
there's clubs around.
Club or something?
Yep. There's a club that meets at the U of M. There's one that meets in Stillwater. That's the one I go to.
And that's how you've got most of your information?
That's how I get a lot of information, yeah. Trial and error works really good.
Yeah, how have you done at home with your bees?
Last year was the first year I got any honey. And I got 30 half pints. This is the first year these have been here, but because there's the established colonies, the hives were already all built up, so we should be able to get honey out of them this year.
Very cool.
And that is what the inside of a beehive looks like.
It's very interesting, Bob. There we go. Well, Bob, thank you for showing us around your hive. I'm going to come say goodbye.
Thank you for coming with, Leah.
Bye, I survived.